broom, when I don't take them and I scoop their asses, they would have to answer to the broom. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let me just go ahead and just reintroduce myself. Hi, my name is Diana. Welcome for in today's video. So today we're going to be doing a actual mukbang today. So this is my first time doing a mukbang on here. So sit back, relax, grab your snacks, grab your popcorn, and let's get in today's movie, because I'm gonna talk about a lot of stuff today. So sit back and enjoy. Period. Yeah. Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt. So I did ask you guys to send me all of you guys' questions, and I got majority of all of you guys' questions, because we're gonna talk about a lot of topics. So I have everything written down here in my notepad. So before I actually do that, let me show you guys what we have on today's menu. So we have some pizza today. So this is actually Papa's John pizza. So we have some cheese pizza on the menu. So this is what we're having today, some nice cheese pizza. And this is actually garlic sauce we're having, pretty nice and cute. And then for snacks we have some cripsters. It's like a smoky bacon cripsters, really like looking really cute, we're gonna be having. And then for juice now, we have some Starbucks here. So we have some strawberry frappuccino kind of mix. I love it. And then I have some coffee one, so I kind of get it warm. And then now we have some Ensure on the menu. And then I have some Oreos also too. So let's eat, because I'm actually starving right now. So let's just have some meal right now because I'm hungry. Well, let's start with the first question me while I'm eating. So I think the first question you guys were asking me, how are you living alone and being a content creator? To be honest though, for me is that, like, honestly, I do enjoy living alone. I don't really mind it, because like, rather than me living with roommates and those stuff, because if you guys don't know, I used to be in a shelter before where I used to have roommates, but I don't live in that place anymore. I do have my own place, which I'm currently living right now. So I don't really mind living alone, because I love living by myself. I'm the type of person, I just don't like living with people. I hate living with people. It's not my thing. And I don't know how people deal with that, but for me, I cannot deal with that shit, because I don't like living with people. I like to have my own space. I like to be in my own world, because like, living with people is no joke. And let me tell you guys something. You rather live by yourself rather than you having roommates, because roommates are damn crazy. They're crazy. So I rather live by myself rather than live with people. But I do enjoy it the most, because I can able to do whatever I want to do. I can able to have my own freedom, you know, and also to express myself more. And yeah, and I can have my own privacy, you know, have my own, you know, fun time sessions and those stuff, you know, like sometimes if I want to. But yeah, but at the same time, I do enjoy living alone, and it's really nice, because who the hell wants to live with people? Not me. Sorry, not this girl. I love this pizza. This is so freaking good. I haven't had cheese pizza in a long time. Let me take some of this Ensure. Oh my god. Sorry, it's Starbucks. I'm calling the Ensure, the Starbucks Ensure. This is so fucking good. Guys, so I'm gonna move on to the next question now. So The next question is that like her journey with learning makeup, fashion, style, and hair. Honestly, like for me, I love this question that you guys are asking me because you guys know I do like hair installs and wig installs and those stuff. But so for me, I've been doing this for 2 years, so I kind of enjoy it because, like for me, I've always loved to do hair and those are because I love fashion. I love hair. I love to put myself because you guys know that I'm a Pinterest girl and also you guys know I love to put myself together. When it comes on to like outfits and those stuff, I just love to put myself together. I'm the type of person I don't really like to be basic. I like to try different other methods. But when it comes on to my hair, these girls know how to slay her hair. Don't play with me when it comes on to my hair, like and those stuff. And honestly, like because I keep getting questions a lot, like every single time, like how I learn to do hair and those stuff is because I practice. That's the reason why. So practice becomes perfect when it comes on to this. So I always say to like anybody at all, like if you want to learn how to do hair and those stuff, you just need to practice. That's all. That's what I did. It's because I practice. And sometimes you have creators that you can watch also too. You can also learn from them. So that's what I did. But at the same time, I self-taught myself to do everything. And I think also too with fashion too, I know to put myself together when it comes on fashion and style because I'm that girl and I'll always be that girl, period. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm hungry. Alright. Alright, let me just get this garlic sauce. I'm gonna use this garlic sauce and dip it into this pizza because I love this shit. Honestly, like I haven't had pizza in a long time. Like for those of you guys who don't know, like I'm a foodie. I love food, so don't mind me because I love food. I like to eat food. It's not because I'm pregnant or like anything, just because I love to eat food a lot. So just don't mind me when I'm eating my food. Because I'm a foodie. Let me just finish eating this. This is so good. So let me eat this first. All right, now. So the next question answer is makeup routine. So for me, for my makeup routine, my beauty routine is that like so I like to always first thing I would say is that like when I start to do my makeup and those stuff, so first thing first, I would just use like foundation first. But before I start to do like anything, I always use a primer. So I used to have the NYX primer, but that primer has been done because it has been finished. So I use primer, that's the NYX primer, which I explained earlier. And then I use just like any like face moisturizer because I use that to prime my skin. And then for my foundation shade, I use the Rimmel London foundation in the shade 600 Warm Coconut. So that's the type of foundation that I use for my skin. And my advice I would give to like anybody at all, whenever you're gonna be buying like any beauty product, make sure you find your own shade that works for you. That's all I would say, because I'm not gonna lie though, a lot of people when they buy the foundation, sometimes the shade that you guys are using they don't match. So always buy, because I used to be that person, not really, like whatever, but that's what I would say is that like find something that matches your shade. And they have so many beauty products out there. They have Fenty Beauty, that's Rihanna. They have Ariana Grande, that's I think that's Rare Beauty. No, Rem Beauty, and Selena Gomez Rare Beauty. So they have a lot of beauty products out there that you guys can try, which is pretty good. Oh my god, I can't stop drinking this Starbucks because I love it. So, and those of you guys who don't know, I love Starbucks. So I like, because I'm not a huge fan of Tim Hortons. I hate Tim Hortons. Like the only thing I do love about Tim Hortons is like their biscuits, their Timbits, but their coffee, I'm not a fan of their coffee. I hate their coffee. Sorry, no shade to you, Tim Hortons, but you guys coffee suck. So I'm gonna move on to the next question now that you guys were asking me. So the next question is friendship. Woo, child, that's a big ass question you guys are asking me. So okay, so for friendship now, for me personally, for me is that, so if you have a friend, right, honestly, I feel like friendship's supposed to be that you and the person, you guys can trust one another, because I don't like a person who is fake as hell. So I always say, if you do have a friend, make sure you guys get to know each other and those stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people out there, they're fake as hell. And I'm pretty sure you guys know about my, if you guys watch my fake friend story time, I'm gonna put the link for that story time in my bio. That dumb bitch. Although we're not friends anymore, but at the same time though, if you do have a friend, make sure you guys get to know each other, because people are fake these days. And honestly, and also too, you want to have a friend that backstab you, because sometimes people are fake and they will backstab you and those stuff. So you can also have friends, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, it's not easy having friends. I feel like sometimes friendships are kind of hard. It is very difficult. So I can say that friendships is not easy to have. It's not easy. And it can also be very hard, because you can't trust people these days. Some people, they lie to you and they pretend as if they're a friend. They pretend as if they were there with you throughout the end, when in the reality, they just stab you behind your back and those stuff. So I always say, if you have a friend, make sure you get to know them really well, and whatever conversation you guys have, whatever you, if it's like you tell them like anything that's kind of personal, I always say you can have your best friend to tell that, because you have to be very careful, because like not everybody is your friend. And you don't want people, you don't want to tell your personal stuff to people and they go leak that shit out and they expose you and those stuff, because that's how people, things get fucked up these days. So be careful. So honestly, friendship can be good. It can be good, and it can also be bad as hell. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, you do have good friendship out there. For me personally, I would have a friend that's gonna be very supportive. No matter what you're going through, they can be there to support you. That's what friendship is all about. To be there to support you whenever you're going through a lot of trials and tribulations. Your friend is supposed to be there to support you and those stuff, to make sure that you're okay and those stuff. And you know, I see this a lot of times with people, even when it comes on to relationships, they would rather put their friend over their partner, and that's not okay. And I don't agree with that shit, because like, why would you put your partner over your friend? That's the stuff I don't agree with, because like, why would you actually do that? Like, put your partner over your friend. Yes, I know that you guys are together, but remember, your friend was there with you before you and your partner, before you guys even start dating. So I'm not saying you can have a partner, which you can have a partner, which is really good, but don't put your partner over your friend, and neither you friends put your partner over, because I feel like it's not okay. And also, it can be 50-50 also too. Like, say if you and your friend decided, hey, you guys are gonna hang out and those stuff, you can spend a day when you can hang out with your friend that day. Like, say you can choose that day where you guys can go to party, you guys can go to club, guys can have a girls night and those stuff. And then the next day, no, you can also have spend time with your partner, and those you can say to your friend like, hey, girl, like I'm gonna spend time with my man today, like I can't come out today, but we hang out next time, and that your friend will be understandable. Because you don't want to have a friend who just like they get jealous just because you have a boyfriend. And that's the next thing too. I realize that a lot of these people, as soon as their friend get into relationship, they're jealous of it. They got mad about it. They got angry about it. And I saw that like every single time where people get mad just because their friend are in a relation, or some people when their friend have their man, they're excited over it and they're happy for them, which is pretty fine. But also you need to set boundaries also with friends also too. Because even me, if I have a friend and I know that my friend has her man, of course I'll be happy for her. But I know that sometimes, like say, if you and your boyfriend, you guys are going through a lot of tough times, you can talk to your friend about, and your friend can give you advice. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have my friend. I know she's going through some stuff with her partner right now, but I also give her advice and those stuff to make sure like, hey, like, I know you're going through something with you and your partner right now, but make sure you guys work things out. And the number one thing too, to have communication with friends also too. So I feel like friendship can be a two-way street, and it can be 50-50 all the time. Although sometimes you can't really trust people because people are fake these days. So that's all I have to say. I'm gonna move on to the next question. No, I haven't just finished eat this pizza as yet. So the next question, growing following on my For You page, that's my TikTok account. Honestly, like this is a big huge question too. I feel so amazing like right now because I hit so many milestones and those stuff, and like it is because right now I'm going through a lot of shit like right now with my account. So for those of you guys who don't know, is that I can't get access to my account and I'm freaking out like right now. But honestly though, it's been amazing though, like not gonna lie. I hit so many milestones and those stuff. I remember when I first started like my content, I was struggling, like I was literally was struggling. And then there is one video that took off on my page, and that video is sitting at 1.1 million views. And then after that, when I started to do like live streams and those stuff, I got monetized and those stuff. So that's the time I started to get paid and those stuff, because at the time I feel like, hey, I'm getting paid for what I love to do and those stuff. So it's been amazing for me, and I've been doing extremely well. A lot of questions, and sometimes like I have to like do what I have to do and those stuff. And I feel like when it comes on everything, I've mastered everything. I kind of skip past through the algorithm, and most of my videos, they just blew up and they went viral and those stuff. So I'm grateful for that opportunity. I'm also working with brand deals like also too. I had my first brand deal ever. My first brand deal was with a eye contactless company that's called Just Buy for Cara. I'm gonna put their name like right here, Just Buy for Cara right here. And so I had that huge brand deal with them, and then but they need to run my money. So Just Buy for Cara, you guys, I need 4 more orders from you guys. So yeah, and also too, but I need you guys to run my money though. But I'm not gonna call out any brand. I'm not that type of person. But hey, and I think I had my second brand deal with BUI Official. That was a next brand deal that I had with them. But this one that I did had with them is that like it was the same eye contactless company, but I got 3 contacts from them, 3 packs. And it's amazing though, but at the same time though, they did not pay me my money. And I spent hours do like everything, and they did not pay me. So I don't know what's up with this brand these days. So yeah. But at the same time, I'm grateful for that opportunity, but they need to pay me though. So I had my another brand deal, which is Moody Official. So if you guys want to purchase like any eye contacts on those stuff, please remember to use my code, that's my name, and you can get 15% off your purchase. So I'm gonna put the code right here, that's my name, and you can get 15% off. I'm also gonna put the website down below here, so everything will be down in the description box below, so you guys can go check out the website and see what you guys like and those stuff. So yeah, but building my platform and those stuff is amazing. This is something I love to do. And I been doing this for like 2 years now. I'm grateful for everything because I've been doing this thing for 2 years now. So I'm grateful for everything, and honestly though, it's not really about like everything. I always tell people every single time, don't really watch the followers and those stuff. You need to have the love and the passion for what you do. When you have the love and the passion for what you do, that shit sticks with you forever and those stuff. So for me, that's what I would say. So let's move on to the next question. Steps on installing wigs and styling. All right, so okay, I would say is that whenever you're gonna be installing a hair for the first time, like a wig for the first time, I would say is that make sure you guys get a hair cap, like a wig cap. Make sure that it's HD lace that you guys get. Don't get nothing that is brown, black, or I would say if you're a beginner also too, you can get like a brown, you can get away with that, but get something that you can actually afford. So I always say if you're a beginner, make sure you get like a nice HD cap, or you can get like a nice brown cap, but don't get something that's kind of black, no black around here, but get something that's kind of HD, because some hair that you do, like some wigs, it comes with the lace, or sometimes even when you put the cap on, you can see the cap on the lace, and you don't want that. So I always say make sure you guys get like a HD cap, or like any type of cap that has like a lighter brownish texture. And then also too, I would encourage you guys to make sure you guys get like the Ruby's Kiss foundation. Make sure you guys invest into that, because I did not know nothing about that when I was doing it. I just used my foundation. But like say if you don't have Ruby's Kiss foundation, you guys can also use your foundation also too, but make sure you use it in your own shade so that you don't ruin the lace. But you can also, because for me, I use my dark foundation from my own shade, and I mix it in my hands like this, and I use it to do like my stuff. And I always say is that like for like tips and those stuff, whenever you guys are gonna be installing the hair, make sure you guys do the ball cap method. So the ball cap method is when like, so you eventually you have to cut you have to section out your hair and those stuff, and make sure you cut it like extremely good. And then after that, no, you want to make sure you get like a lace glue. So lace glue is absolutely freaking good, and I would say you guys can use like any brand. So my favorite brands that I always use for lace glue, so I always use Eben lace bonding glue, I use boho lace glue, and those are the two lace glue I use. But you can also get lace glue from Shein also too. I know that sometimes Shein, they do have their like, like their long waiting stuff. So I always say you can actually go to the store to see it yourself, but make sure you get like an actual lace glue so that it could hold your lace on. Because for me, I use two lace glue. So I use the Eben lace bond glue. It's like a very wide thick glue. That's what I use, a thick one. And then I use a liquid glue as well. So make sure you guys can get to use that one as well, because that one is very good. But if you're gonna be doing that one, I would say is that like make sure you blow dry that out immediately, because so that it doesn't make your lace come off. So make sure you use that one. And Yeah, I think I heard about different other lace glue that you can also use as well, but I feel those ones are the best one. Even the bow hole one, that one is very good. It's very, very good. So I always say use that one. And so after when you don't get your glue and those stuff, so next no, you need to buy a hair. Let me tell you guys about wigs and those stuff. So most wigs, they do come in 13 by 4 and 13 by 6. It doesn't matter the head size of your hair, because 13 by 4 is when the hair is small, and 13 by 6 is when the wig is like, it has more space, and it has a lot of sections that where you can actually do side parting, where you can actually plot the hair and those stuff. So that is very good. And let me tell you guys something, you guys can get any lace wigs of your child, whether it's synthetic ear or human ear, it doesn't give a shit. Or I would prefer human ear over synthetic. But at the same time though, is that like, make sure you guys get a hair that you can actually afford. Please, I'm begging you guys, do not spend money on hair that you can't afford. Because I know people been spending $200, $300 on hair. Like, are you guys crazy? For me, I would never spend that money on hair. I can understand if the hair is like actually good quality. If the quality is really good, then I can get away with that. I can say you can spend like under $100 or more than $100 for hair. That's what I would say. But like, it's not really that bad though to spend like on hair, but I would never spend so much money on hair, like not me. That's what I won't do. So that's the best thing. Make sure you get a nice lace ear. Make sure you get something that's actually pre-plucked, and make sure you get something that it has lace on, because and make sure you get something that has lace on, because I'm not gonna lie, many apps like other, you can also get hair from Shein, because most of my hair you guys see me wear, I do got them from Shein, because I got my hair from Shein. I got my hair from Amazon, but mostly is on Shein only. I used to use Amazon before, but I don't use Amazon because I'm not gonna lie. One time they tried me one time where I bought, because I bought a hair from them. The thing is that like, when I bought this hair from them, they gave me the wrong lace. I was so mad about it. So I called them on the phone and said, hey, you guys need to run my money and give me back my money. And I got back my money and I returned back the year. I was so glad, because that was so disgusting. Like, why? But I would say is that like, make sure you guys do invest into nice, good hair quality. So make sure you guys get good hair quality, so that you guys can install your hair, whether it's like human hair or synthetic, any of your choice. But make sure the quality is really good. That's what I would say. And whenever you're gonna be styling your hair now, I would say is that like, you do have hair styling tools you can use. Like, it's like a crimper that crimps the hair. You can also get like a flat iron to straighten your hair, and you can also get like a curling one curler. You can use it to curl the hair like the one. You can also get that well, and also you can get flexi rods. You can also get flexi rod. They sell them in the dollar store, because I know they have them in the dollar store like right now. You can also get some flexi rods to style your hair, which is really good. So make sure you guys get some flexi rod, which is very good, let me tell you. And that's what I would say, just get some flexi rods, and yeah. And you can also get a blow dryer You're gonna be using that to install the hair and to dry that glue down whenever you're gonna be installing it. Make sure you get like a tail comb also too, like a hair glue spreader. You can also get that one, a edge controller, got to be glue, the eben lace bonding spray, the hair spray. You can also get that one as well. So that one is really good, like also too, because I feel like you can learn to do your hair your own self, because to be honest though, you don't want to able to spend money going to these hairstylists where you can sit down and do it yourself. But there's no shade into that, because you can go to a hairstylist and get your hair done. I'm not saying that though. What I will say is that you can also sit down and do your hair your own self, like also too. I feel like practicing is perfect. So you can sit down and do your hair your own self. All you need to do is just practice and do stuff. So that's what I would say when it comes down to styling, installing, prepping the hair. That's it. And also too, you have to wash your hair. Your hair units, you have to wash them. You can also color your hair also too. I would say is that whenever you're gonna buy like any hair color, make sure you get like the wrist brand hair. If it's like synthetic, make sure you get the wrist brand. If it's like human hair, you can also use the Adore dye, because I feel like you can't use synthetic on Adore dye because it's not gonna work. So you want to make sure you get the Ritz brand. That one is really good for for synthetic. That one is mostly for synthetic, because the Adore dye, what the Adore dye is gonna do if you use it on synthetic, it's not gonna work. It's gonna drain and it's gonna ruin, and it's gonna go back to the original color, and you don't want that. So that's how we say for like hair dye, get the Ritz brand for synthetic. And for human hair now, you can get the Adore dye. So you can use any hair color of your choice. It's up to you. But make sure you get the one, the Ritz brand for synthetic. And if it's human hair, you can also get the Adore dye. Because I know you can use the Adore dye if it's human hair. So I know it's that, like, I haven't started eating my stuff as yet. So we're going to move on to the Oreos now, because I need to eat my Oreos. So the next question no, is Pound section tips. Oh Lord, here we go with this question. So you guys want me to give you guys a lot of tips about Pound section. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Pound section today. Pound section tips when you're in the bedroom, when you're doing your fun time. Okay, so my tips that I will also give you guys, that you know, if because we're females, and so I will give you guys this tip. Make sure you guys take a shower before you do like any Pound section. Make sure you guys go and take a shower, okay? Because you don't want to have a fishy kitty cat. And plus, these men, you want to make sure these men they wash their packages, because I know some men, they don't like to wash their packages. So I would say is that, like, whenever you're gonna be having the Pound section, make sure the guy he wash his package, and you also do make sure the kitty cat is washed also too. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, because you don't want, when you guys are having your fun time and those up, you both of you guys smell like fish. So you want to make sure you keep the kitty cat clean, and also his package needs to be clean also too. You don't want no dirty ass package to do the fun time with. That's not okay. There's a lot of diseases are out there, so be careful. And I always say that for me, although we're females and also for all the ladies, for me, that's always says that whenever you're gonna be doing the Pound section, before you even after you take when you take a shower and those up, when you do that, for me, I always say is that make sure you wear some sexy lingeries. Lingeries are fucking sexy. So wear some sexy lingeries though, so that when you want to back it up on your man, you have that sexy lingerie on. You put on your little tutu, your ass out, cheeks out, because you know men, they like that shit though. They like when you shake up your booty and those stuff. They like those kinds of stuff. You know, when you want to back it up and those stuff on him and those stuff. So I would say make sure you get some sexy lingeries. They do have lingeries on Shein, and also they do have some on Fashion Nova. So make sure you get some sexy lingeries on to kind of spice things up. So one of my most favorite thing in the ponton section stuff is when you're in the shower. That one is my favorite. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you and your man are in that shower and he back you up in that corner and he say, baby, let's go to town. Like pew, 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 pew. Like, you know, and the water is just dripping on you and he's just grabbing like, yeah. So I would say is that like make sure you know what to do when you're in the shower and those stuff. You know, do some twerking because they like when you do that shit. You know, twerking and those stuff. So you know, do that stuff. You know, have some little sexy music on. Because who's gonna do a ponton section without music on? Put some music on and those about and you know and make sure the music is on. And you guys get to work and those stuff. So know that they have different types of ponton sections. So they have different types of sections that you can do. They have the missionary. I know that they have the missionary. They have the wheelbarrow. I know that they have that one, and they have the doggy style. So you want to make sure whenever you're gonna be doing the ponton section moment, you want to make sure when you're on the pillow, you want to make sure you just do the cowgirl or the doggy style or the missionary or the wheelbarrow, whatever it's called. So that's the thing I would say whenever you're gonna be doing the ponton section. So, and I would say that make sure you guys wear protection whenever you guys are gonna be doing the ponton section. Wear some protection on, and those others wear some protection on and keep safe, because there's a lot of diseases are out there. So you want to make sure that you guys are careful. Don't do no raw ponton section, no raw fun time. Wear some protections whenever you guys are gonna be doing it, because Lord, you don't want to have no diseases or those stuff. Plus me, you don't want the kitty cat to be crying and those stuff. And that guy, you don't want his package to get infected also too. So I would say wear some protection whenever you guys are gonna be having your fun time, your ponton section fun time. So that's my tips that I will give you guys. And for my another tip for ponton section is that make sure you know how to make the package. Make sure you know how to stroke the package whenever you're in the bed. Know how to work the package very well. You know, learn some moves and also put on some sexy lingeries. Have yourself a fun time. I know that some people, they do have their toys and also I know people, they have a lot of toys. Like say if you're not dating right now, like say if you don't want to do any ponton section with anybody, you can also ponton section yourself. So yeah, it's like you're pleasuring yourself. So you can get your own toys and those. So you just sit down in your bed, you know, you just relax. You know, you put on some music on. If you want to watch some uncensored stuff like porn and those stuff, you just put on those stuff and you just relax and those stuff, and you had your little private fun time and those stuff. So that's one is really good. And also when you're going to be doing your sneaky link also too, make sure you guys shower before you guys go do your sneaky link. For me, I don't really like the whole hookup thing and also because I don't do the hookup thing. But for me, I don't really judge people and also, but for me, I don't really like those kinds of stuff. For me, the only time alone you can do the ponton section with is when you have your boyfriend or your partner. You guys can have your fun because you can do a lot of round. You can go like 1 round, 2 round, 3 round with your partner and have some fun time and those stuff. So yeah, that's what I would say, you know, get that stroking together and just like yeah, like whatever. So so you can get that as well. So that's how we say for like ponton section tips. I don't know how you guys ask that. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Like, but it's kind of spicy though, cause you guys like it. Oh my God, I can't deal with it. For next one for ponton section, you got to know to work it in the bed. Know how to work it in the bed, and you know, do some little moves and those stuff, and keep it going. So that's the next one. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. Okay, so for the next question is that like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? For me, is that where do I see myself in 5 years? So for me is that like I wanna able to work with brands and those stuff. I wanna able to travel the world. So one of my most favorite vacation that I will go to in future, I wanna go to Thailand. That's my favorite place. I wanna go to Thailand for vacation. And I wanted to go to Europe, like the Europe countries. I want to be able to go to France. I want to even travel. I want to also go over the States also, to like travel over there. But for me, I would prefer to go somewhere that is safe for LGBTQ folks. That's what I will go. But yeah, but overall though, like, and also to have to go to these brand events and those of any with other creators. I would go to like brand events, like, you know, and I would love to go to Coachella. I would want to have that experience and go to Coachella because I always seen it all over the For You page and even on Instagram, even on YouTube as well. I want to be able to go to Coachella and have that experience for the first time. Like, I want to be able to see, I want to be able to, like, even when I go to Coachella in 5 years now, you know, when your girl went to Coachella, she's gonna be look so freaking stunning as hell. Yeah, why not? So I want to have that experience 5 years from now. I feel like that's gonna be like a dream come true for me to go to Coachella. And also too, I do see myself like being on red carpets and those stuff. I wanna able to be on a red carpet. I wanna able to, like, you know, like, I know that a lot of people from my own community, they do look up to me and those stuff. So for me, I wanna able to just go and, you know, like, represent my community. Not really represent, but just go, like, just to showcase and those stuff. But I do love my own community. That's the trans community, because if you guys don't know, I'm a trans woman and my pronouns are she and her. So yeah, but like, I want to able to go to like events. I want to able to meet like different other creators as well too. You know, we can do collab. I want to able to travel and show around on my adventures and so. But I would prefer to go somewhere that is actually safe for LGBTQ, because certain countries where you go, they're not safe for LGBTQ folks. But I would prefer to go to somewhere that is actually safe for LGBTQ folks to travel to. That's what I would go, because you have a lot of bad stuff out there, so it's kind of crazy. So that's what I will do. And yeah, pick some more question. So the next question is like your latest achievements and your greatest life lessons. So for my latest achievement, I would say for my latest achievement is that when I hit my milestone, that's my greatest achievement ever. You see this thing behind me that said 10K? I remember, but not right now. I'm at 12,000 people right now. Although I need to get my account back. But yeah, but I remember when I hit one of my biggest milestone ever, that changed everything for me. I remember when I hit that milestone, I was crying that day. Like, I could not believe I hit my milestone on there. And it was one of the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for everything, and thank you to so much to all of my people. Although I'm trying to get my account back, so because I need to come back to you guys and also, but I will say Thank you guys so much for everything, and I appreciate it. Right now, I'm at 12K right now. I know we're going up, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for everything for that. And your greatest life lessons. For me, I don't think I have any greatest life lessons. The only thing for me is that, like, I say this every single time, for me is that, like, you have to learn how to ignore people, and you have to learn how to, like, be careful the type of people who you have around you, like for friends and those stuff. Try not to be too friendly with people either too, because I'm a very nice person, but I do have my anger issues and those stuff. But at the same time though, is that, like, yeah, but just because I try my best not to be friendly with like anybody, and I try my best to always speak up and those stuff. Like, speak up whenever there is like problems and those stuff. Learn to speak up and don't sit there with the problem. Speak up and talk about it. Don't hide it. Talk about it. That's how you're gonna get help. And also, I will recommend anybody, if you're going through a lot of stuff, please go and seek therapy. Therapy is really good. Go seek some therapy, because for me, I used to seek therapy before because I do have a counselor which I go see, but I don't have any more therapy anymore, because since the other day I just finished my therapy. So all of my sessions are over now, and I actually do miss my therapist. I want to go see her one day. But yeah, like, I do have a counselor, but I always say go seek therapy. If you guys need some, seek therapy, you know. So, but any life lesson from you is that, like, just always be strong. For me, be strong, and just don't give a shit what people want to say, because at the end of the day, you know yourself, you know who you are. Be for who you are and be your fucking self, and fuck other people. Go. Yeah. So that's what I was. The next question is that, like, pros and cons having a roommate. Hey, this question is a lot to answer. Let me just finish eat the rest of the stuff and I'll come back to that question. But yeah, pros and cons are having a roommate. First of all, I'm gonna give you guys the pros, and then I'm gonna give you guys the cons. So for pros, now, if you do have a roommate, and also for pros, it can be good and also, but I always say, if you guys are gonna be living together, make sure you guys get a 2-bedroom apartment. Please don't get like a 1-bedroom. Make sure you guys get like a 2-bedroom. But I'll say, like, say if you have a roommate, right? I feel like you should have a roommate when you and that person, you have your best friend. So your best friend can be your roommate. Like say if you guys know each other from a long time, I always say make sure you have your friend that's your best friend. You guys can be roommates and also. But please get a 2-bedroom apartment for you and your friend so that you guys don't hit heads. So that's like my pros for roommate. But the cons now. Why for the cons? For the cons now is that, like, I would say is that, like, so if you, like, say, you know how some people are, they like to choose to be a bitch more time. So for cons, I would say is that, like, you guys are gonna hit heads, okay? That's all I would say. You guys are going to hit heads. Like, trust me. You guys are gonna hit heads. Alright. So I will say is that, like, trust me, please know to work out things with people, because some roommates are nasty. Some roommates, they don't clean up after themselves, and they're lazy as they don't like to clean. It comes on to paying bills and those stuff. They're not responsible when it comes on to that. So lie also to, and also too, you have to be careful with certain roommates though. They can steal your stuff too. So that's what I would say for roommates. Roommates are not fun. I hate roommates. I'm glad I don't live that life anymore because I hate roommates. For me, I don't like roommates. I hate roommates because number one, they're nasty. They don't clean up after themselves. It's like they want to be a bitch with you. Because not gonna lie, you don't want you and your roommate to have fallouts and also and fight. And sometimes some roommates, they will bring in their partner to have their ponton section in the bed. Listen to me, because I heard that before. There was a girl that bring her partner and they were doing their fun time in the bed that their friend was sleeping in. That's disgusting as hell. First of all, you're not gonna come and sit there and you and your partner, you guys are not gonna come and F in the bed. If you wanna go have your fun time, you go do that shit on yourself. So me, if I even catch them, this is what I would do. I'm coming back. This is what. But if I saw them even doing that, you know what I would do? Bitch, let me tell you something. You're not gonna sit there and you and your partner not gonna have enough fun time in here. They would have to answer to the broom. To this broom, when I don't take them and I scoop their asses, they would have to answer to the broom. Like honestly, they would have to answer to the broom. Because you're not gonna sit there and do those stuff. No. Answer to the broom. Answer to the broom. Because when I scoop your asses out, get out, pack up. Pack the right up. No. So they would have to answer to the broom. Right. Don't play with me. Right. Finish my pizza. Because this is a lot I have to answer. I've written half of the stuff as yet. Let me drink my intro. So the next question is that, like, what's your favorite movie? So for me is that, like, one of my favorite movies that I do love to watch. So I'm like a romantic type of girl. I do like romance movies, and I do like to watch comedy movies like also too. And I also do like to watch you know, like those action movies. I do watch action movies, but I'm not a fan of horror movies. I'm afraid of horror movies. Like, I'm scared of horror movies, so I'm not a horror movie fan. But my favorite movies are like romance movies and comedy. Those are like my favorite type of movies I watch. And also I watch, like, you know, like fairy tale, like Cinderella and those are, but at the same time I like watch different all kinds of movie. If it's like one of my favorite movies that I do like to watch is, like, I think it's called his Uptown Girls. That's one is my favorite. That said it's the charm night, fan is right. Save the part in 1,000 times. It's the charm night, facing right. That one is my favorite. I love that one. Uptown Girl. That one is my favorite movie. I love to watch. I did watch Legal Blonde also too. I watched this movie called 16-year-old virgin. That one is very good. It's about this girl. She wanted to lose her virginity and she has to sleep with a guy so that she could able to lose it. That one is my favorite too. And I do watch one, Going to America. Oh Lord, that one was so hilarious. So I really do like that one. That one is really good. So yeah. That one is amazing. We're gonna move on to the next question. And So this one is tips on toxic relationships. So for that one is that like, so I would say if you're in a very toxic relationship, please break up with that partner and please leave that partner. Never ever you stay in a toxic relationship with anybody at all. And sometimes people do a lot of cheating as well. Honestly, I feel like if a person who cheat, that means that they did not want to be with you in the first place. So that's why they cheat. Because why would you do that? If you know you really and truly do love somebody, why would you go and cheat and do so? So that one is very toxic. And sometimes you have a very abusive relationship, like also too, like where you and your person, let they slap the shit out of you, they abuse you in a way, they take advantage of you. Yeah, I would say is that make sure if that happens, you can also call the police also too. Not that for some people, if that happens, they do call the police though. But you don't want to put yourself in that one. But I would say is that if you're in a toxic relationship, please break up with that partner. Don't stay in a toxic relationship with that person. Break up with that partner and leave. Don't stay there and feel like you're trying to fix something that's not gonna be fixed. Because once a glass is broken, it can never be repaired. So I would say is that like don't stay in a toxic relationship with anybody. Leave and go live your life. And then whenever you find the right person, that person will come to your life and want to love you for who you are. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, you do have good men out there. Like you have some nice, sexy, yum guys out there that's very hot and sexy and those stuff. But besides from that, the personality has to be very good. But that's one thing what I do like about men and those stuff is their personality. But at the same time though, is that like you want to find somebody gonna love you for who you are, and communication is very good also too. But please leave that toxic relationship though, and never ever stay in a relationship when you know you cannot really fix like anything. Don't stay in that relationship, leave. And the next thing I would say is that to get over that shit, I would say is that like, listen to me, and I said this before, do not let no man feel like he wanna be an asshole and lay his hands on you. Let me tell you guys this. Don't let no man feel like they wanna touch you. Touch them back. Or you have hands and you have tools. If he feel like he wanna try you and those stuff, like no, I'm gonna stand up for myself because I'm a woman and those stuff. I'm not gonna let you put your hands on me. Fuck you. Like no. If you wanna go and go be with another bitch or something, but you're not gonna come and lay my hands on me, you motherfucker. Go and like whatever. So that's what I would say is that don't let no man lay their hands on you. Always try to defend yourself and stand up for yourself. Don't let these niggas feel like they wanna come and lay their hands on you. No. So that's what I would say. Just don't let nobody put their hands on you. So yeah, and then leave anytime and break up with that person. There's no correction for that. So the next question now is that I'm gonna moving on is that like, so how do you start content creation? I think I answered that question like already when you guys are asking me about my following. So how do I start my content creation is that like, it's because I love what I do. It is because I've always wanted to do this, something I like to do and do so because I want to showcase my talent where I can able to use something and make something funny. So that's the reason why I did it. And just because I just wanted to be very successful, I don't want to able to answer to nobody or bow down to anybody or like working for anybody. Like, no. So that's what I would say. I would say if you're gonna be doing like any content creation, make sure you guys are consistent and make sure you believe in yourself and keep practicing and those and ignore people also. Be positive, keep practicing, and you will see everything comes to the end. You know how many Oreos I have in this one? I haven't eaten that one as yet. Even the Ensure, I haven't drink the Ensure as yet. So we're gonna move to the next question now. Is that like, okay, being confident and how to ignore the haters? Oh, I would say be confident is that like you need to learn how to be yourself. That's all. Be confident is that you just don't give a shit. That's all. Don't give a shit, and just be comfortable in your own skin. Be yourself. Be for who you are. Stand on business and those stuff, and just don't give a shit. And just express yourself and those stuff, and just have that vibe to it though. And but it's gonna take time. I know that most people, some people are kind of shy, and some people they kind of have this thing where they want to like just let out, just go loose and everything. And for me is that like it took me a very time to kind of have this confidence and those, but for me I just don't give a shit what people want to say, because I don't really care what people want to think of me. So that's how we say, for being confident, just be yourself and that's it. I think for the next question now is that how to ignore the haters. I would say just ignore them. Just ignore people and just fuck them. Like fuck them and those stuff. Just ignore them and just let them go and those stuff. Because at the same time though is that like you don't want to have any negative people around you. And people who say something that's kind of disgusting and those stuff, I feel like they're uneducated, and I feel like choose something in their brains, and I feel like they just want to be mad for no reason. Because sometimes people get up and be mad for no reason. They get up and they choose to be angry for no reason, and they want to take it out on you. So I would say just ignore them. And just, for me, I don't care what nobody want to think of me, because I don't give a flying shit. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of people who doesn't like transsexuals and those, and because I'm a trans woman, and a lot of people, they don't, some, I know that some people they do hate transsexuals, but I don't really give a shit, because for me, I don't really care if nobody wants to like me or like whatever, because at the end of the day is that as long as I know myself, so I don't give a shit. But yeah, that's how we say, just ignore them and just live your life and fuck them. Boo. Last questions. So this next question is that like, because I did say some of the next ones already. So this one is that how to be a bad bitch and what to look for in a healthy relationship. If you're gonna be a bad bitch, you need to own it and you need to stand on business. So that's what I would say. If you're gonna be like any bad bitch or so, stand on it and you need to own that shit. Don't let people feel like they want to come and try you. Stand on business. As what Natalie Nunn said, or Biggie or whatever they said, stand on business, period. You need to stand on business. Because you don't want to let people sit there and feel like they want to try you. No. You have to learn to stand up for yourself. And you have to learn to be confident and those stuff. And you have to learn to kind of like express yourself more, and like don't be shy and those stuff. And just have that confidence, and just remember you are that bitch and you're gonna always be that bitch. Period. No matter what nobody said. So you're gonna always be that bitch. Remember, you're gonna always be that girl and always be that girl. Never what nobody said. Period. Even me, I told myself, you know what? I looked myself in the mirror and I said, you know what? You're a bad bitch. You're a beautiful woman. You're a beautiful woman. You're a badass bitch. And you also stand up busy. Don't let nobody try you. you are that person. My name is Diana, and I'm a bad bitch and everything, and I stand on business, period. And I can walk anywhere and be that confident woman that I always meant to be, period. So that's what I would say, you know, be a bad bitch, just own yourself and stand on business. So like, why not? Yeah. And also what to look for in any relationship. Um, I would say is that like make sure you get to know your partner, get to know them extremely well. That's what I would say. Get to know them, and try to have communications with your partner, because that's the number one key in any relationship these days. Communication is key. And also too, you want to make sure you're there for your partner, because some people, they like when their partners are always with them. Who doesn't want your man to always be there for you whenever you're going through tough times and those stuff? You can also call their phone and have a conversation with them without them even try to ignore you or get mad at, or even though they try to ignore you, I don't want to pay attention to that. That's an asshole right there. But at the same time though, is that like communication is key in any relationship. Communication is key. That's a healthy relationship. Communication is key, and you guys work together and those stuff as one. You guys can travel together, you know, like go on your vacations together and those stuff. And yeah, like, you know, you guys can be like, you know, you guys can even play games together. Cause one thing about me, I do like when me and my partner, like we can play. Although I don't have a boyfriend right now, but I'm just saying that, like for example, if I have my partner, me and my boyfriend, like my partner, we would just go to play games and those stuff. You know, we would just drive around, you know, go on trips. That's how I would say. So you and your partner, you guys can go on trips, you know, go to cons, take you out on a date and those stuff. So that I would say, you know. So yeah, so I feel like going out with your partner is really good. And also, you guys need to start understanding each other too. You want to have somebody in your life that's very understanding and is going to understand where exactly you're coming from and your value and those stuff. Even sometimes in relationship, you can also set boundaries also with you and your partner. Sometimes if you guys are busy, maybe he can call and text you just to make sure that you're absolutely okay. So that's what I would say. And then the thing is that like, you want to also make sure that you and your partner, you guys have a healthy relationship together. I know that sometimes relationships are not perfect. I know sometimes there's a lot of arguments and those stuff, but at the same time, we want to make sure your partner are there with you. Even pick up the phone, even pick up the damn phone when they're answering you, and don't leave you on red and those stuff. And also to like, you know, they can always, you know, like check up on you to make sure that you're okay. Even like buy something for you, like give you some, you know, like gifts and those stuff. Like say if he do have his own place and those, so you guys, you know, you can go over to his place, and then you guys, for me, I would prefer want a guy that has his own place. If he has his own apartment, like his own place, like I will go over to his place and those stuff, and we can spend the night together, like, cause, and he can come to my house, like also to my own place, also to like my house. But yeah, so I would say that to like anybody. I feel like that's a healthy relationship. Like right there, at least you guys have your own separate places, and you guys can come to see each other at each other's apartments, each other houses or apartments and those stuff. So I would say that though, cause who wants a freaking mama's boy? Who wants to date a mama's boy and those stuff? Like, I prefer have a guy that has his own place and he's on his own and he live and he's independent. Cause who want a fucking mama's boy though? Y'all need to get out. Y'all need to move out from your parents' house and go hit some bills and those stuff, and but you need to save your money though and do it the right way. But at the same time though, like you guys need to get out from your parents' house and go live on your own, go pay some damn bills and those stuff, and go face the reality and to be freaking independent. But at the same time, people can do whatever they want to do, but I always say is that because who wants a mama's boy? Not me. No day, no time, period. No. Get your own place, being independent. So yeah. So that's what I would say. So, and this is my last question. So this one is for hygiene tips. So for hygiene tips, like right now, and this one is very important for hygiene tips. All right, now for hygiene is like you want to make sure you don't use any sensitive stuff down there. Don't use any sensitive stuff on the kitty cat, because the kitty cat, she's gonna cry and those stuff. You make sure you don't use like any sensitive stuff like Dove soap and those stuff. You can use any soap of your choice, whatever is it you want to do, but be careful of any sensitive soap. You can also drink a lot of cranberry juice and those stuff. You can also drink like water and those. So water is really good. And for hygiene, I would say make sure you guys do get like a mouthwash to wash your mouth, because I'm not gonna lie, whenever you do go out, you don't want to be talking to somebody and they smell your breath. That is embarrassing. So you want to make sure you get a mouthwash that's gonna help you with your breath. And also get yourself some toothpaste also too, and some toothbrush, whether it's Colgate, whether toothpaste of your guys' choice. Get some toothpaste. And I always say is that, right, make sure whenever you're taking a shower, make sure you use your body exfoliator. But because I feel like when you use your body exfoliator, you get to use them and shower your body. You get to like, but you can buy like any body scrub of your choice and those stuff, but make sure you get some body scrub whenever you're gonna be taking the shower. Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when we do go outside, we always in the sun all the time, and sometimes in the dread ass winter all the time too, our bodies get sweat, and sometimes your skin can get dry and those stuff. So I would say is that like get some good body scrub. You can get, as I said, get any of your choice and use them. That one is also freaking good, like also too, so you can get that as well. And then you can also get like some foot scrub to scrub your foot, to keep your foot bottom smooth and those stuff. Make sure you wash your hair, but don't wash your ear every single day. You can wash your ear like every once a month. It depends on you guys, whatever you guys choice. But for me, I wash my ear once a month because I do have dreads and those stuff. And for me, I use my own dread hair products. That's what I will do. Yeah, so make sure you get like a nice body scrub. And for skincare also too, I would say buy skincare product that absolutely works for you, because you do not want to buy something that doesn't work for you and then it ending up being bad for your skin. So always remember to find something that works for you, so that it could able to like work and those stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of skincare products like out there that does not go with your skin. So that's the reason why I said buy something that works for your skin and stick to it. Skin is the same. Some people they have dry skin, some people they have sensitive skin, and some people they have smooth skin. So not everybody's skin is the same. So that's what I would say. Whenever you're gonna buy a skincare product, make sure you buy something that works for you and stick to that. And you can do some waxing also too, but for me, I don't really go to anybody to do my waxing because that's a lot of money right there. You can also buy that shit and you can do it yourself. But I know that some people, they do go to somebody and get it done. But for me, I don't need to do that. But I don't judge people. People can do whatever they want to do. But for me, I just don't want to do that. I prefer do it my own self. So you don't have no issues or headaches with people. So yeah, the only thing I would do is go get my nails and my toes done. That's it. But to do waxing, I prefer doing that shit my own self. But people can do whatever they want to. As I said, I don't judge people. Just do whatever you want to do. It's up to you, of your choice, and like whatever. So yeah, that's what I would say. And yeah. And also to make sure you get like lotion, some nice good scented lotion that's gonna keep your skin moisturized. Some nice sexy lotion that's gonna keep your skin moisturized and keep your skin clean and look nice. And also, so that's what I would say. So yeah, so I feel like that's all of everything. Like right now, I don't think I have any more questions, but I know I didn't hit half of this stuff, but at least I ate something. But let me go get some more. Well, this is really good. At least I could have some water to drink. I think I'm gonna finish eat this and just and that's it now for today's video, like right now. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. So if you guys do, and as of from now on, I'm gonna be starting to do more of this like on here. So make sure you guys stick out for some more mukbangs to come and some more stuff to come also too as well. So, and hopefully I do get my account back. But yeah, but thank you guys so much again for watching. And also to, so if you guys do like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up though. And also to remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on that post notification for each time when I upload a brand new video. And remember to stick around and stay tuned for more of these videos to become. And I will see you guys next time in a brand new video. Bye everybody. The girl is up. Bye.